Uh, well,
Yeah, this isn't exactly what I promised at the title, but to be fair, they're both made by the same developers, and, well, we took way too long to get to this anyway. May as well kill two birds with one stone. So why don't let me just say real quick, jolly welcome to our first of two games for this look at Tetris 99,
Yeah.
aka the game that made me immediately regret us doing our Tetris retrospective as early as we did.
Right, because this would have been a perfect finale to show where we are right now. And honestly, for those wondering why we're doing this right now, it's frankly too late to stop us. This is Tetris's response to the battle royale genre.
Because people were totally asking for that.
some people.
Well, I mean, to give credit where it's due, if you were going to make anything into a battle royale setting, Tetris is surprisingly perfect for that genre.
We already had, as you see here, it is essentially Tetris, not Tetris Battle, it's technically Tetris Versus, and just the only thing that really changed is how many consecutive battles are happening at the same time.
Pretty much, yeah. So the main gimmick behind Tetris 99 is that you and 98 other players are literally duking it out in a game of Tetris. And, I mean, as typical Tetris battle rules usually go about, the more combos you're able to do, the more garbage is filled up on all the other players' playing field. Now, the trick to this, one thing that the game encourages that you do is that you should actually target out all the, whatever opponent on all those other mini-screens you should, well, lock onto, and, send your whatever garbage you can muster their way.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. And then right there, oh geez.
Hence a couple of highly ranked players are doing so to me.
And you can see right there
boy.
that if you're being targeted, if you can clear lines fast enough, you can actually sometimes counter it and delay the garbage blocks appearing like that.
You know what?
I
I just
see.
imagine everyone targeting you. It's just an instance of what I ever do to you guys.
It can.
You
Oh,
played the game.
Yeah, seriously, I'm just here to play a good old game of Tetris.
but yes.
Cute of you to assume it's a game, son.
So if you look at the top there, you have two options. Overall, you have two main options of targeting people. You could use the left analog stick to select people manually, or use the right analog stick to basically select a preset of sorts.
Oh.
One other detail. Here we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, and actually, real quick, James. So sorry. One other detail I learned is that the amount of blocks that you send back as a counterattack is directly dependent on how many people are targeting you.
So far, it looks like only two people are targeting me, so they're pretty much getting half the spoils.
Right. Nice. So, my experiences with the game have been it's hard.
Well,
Of
yeah.
course.
It's Tetris.
I think I've only ever gotten
Oops.
Don't worry,
I think
I
I've-
can say
you're
this.
not winning.
Okay, I think I've only gotten there you go. I think I've only gotten first place all of one time in the in my experiences with the game.
I mean, I like to consider myself a pretty, at the very least, a competent player at Tetris. Like, I could at least say I'm a pro, if nothing else. But even then, I have yet to even get first place on an actual Tetris 99 match. Because once you start getting to the last 5 or so players, shit gets ruthless fast.
It is very rough, but so far, in the early game, you're playing it pretty safe, and we're getting there pretty far. Hype or Jordy or Gui, since this is technically a free game with Nintendo Switch Online, have you guys given this game a shot?
No, because
I've never been a fan. I've never been into Tetris.
That's what she said.
It's just. I mean, I can't deny it's a genius game. It's just not for me.
That's fair.
Same.
Uh-oh.
What sort of puzzle games are you into, Gui, if you don't mind my asking?
You guys kind of know my taste.
Fair.
Yeah. Like,
And you know
I
mine.
would.
Does it?
Well, I don't know, Jordan. I can't think of a whole lot of puzzle games that involve, inky monsters.
Ah,
Like
Okay.
I don't
Or
like puzzle
fighting games.
that-
You gotta remember fighting games.
she likes the fighting games.
Yeah.
And, I personally don't really like puzzle games that involve a lot of stress like this.
It's only stressful when you have 45 people targeting you at
Yeah.
any given moment. Oh god.
Oh,
You know what-
believe you me, I've at least had 1 or 2 instances where at least 10 plus players or so literally aimed in my direction, and the first thing that came to my mind is, has this ever happened to you? Hi, I'm
know-
Captain Quark.
And
You know,
yeah,
you know what? In
Uh-oh,
retro-
uh-oh.
you know what? In
Nice.
retrospect, this probably wasn't a good idea.
Crap. Oh, you just need to get to that line block. If you can get to that line block, you're gonna be safe. Nice.
You know what? The moment you said, you know what? In retrospective, this wasn't a good idea. I just imagined Nefarious coming in and just laughing at his face.
What kind of squishy doesn't know how to play Tetris?
You're being very ballsy, James.
Exactly!
Okay, nice. No, you should have done. Oh, lordy, this isn't going well at all. Okay, nice. You clean up.
Come on,
Clean up.
clean up
Sorry,
your mess,
this is the part where I backseat game like. Oh,
Go clean your room, young man.
yeah, this is the part where I backseat game like heck because no, this is definitely a. But just all in all, this is something where when I saw it, this may be one of my favorite battle royale games out there right now, just because of how well they really pulled it off, and this game doesn't feel like. It doesn't feel like the battle royale thing was slapped in. They took a lot of care in making sure this worked.
Okay. Come on.
But yeah, no, by this point, like, the pros have already started to lay down their traps, and I can only hold them down for so long
You got
as
this,
they
man.
start to rise.
Just
What
put
I
down the
really need
pieces
right now is
quickly.
a line piece!
Oh,
Give me a line piece!
No!
The line piece came too late.
The only advice I could give in that moment is that would have been nice. That would have been a moment where I think you shouldn't. I almost would say that there would have been an example of a point where you shouldn't have worried about where you're putting the pieces. Just put them quickly to get to that line piece, just to give yourself some breathing room.
You know, I'm not even surprised.
So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually get to the game that I'm actually meant to show off. So, released literally today as of this recording, welcome to Super Mario Bros. 35. Literally Super Mario Bros. Running under the exact same sort of formula that Tetris 99 established.
And why are they linked together in this video?
Because they're made by the same developers, pretty
okay.
much the same UI and everything.
All right.
And it is also for the most part exclusive to the Switch Online services.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Blackhead.
Okay. So yeah, Super Mario 35, made to celebrate Super Mario Bros.' 35th anniversary, and I mean, much like Tetris 99, you're literally fighting against other players in a good old round of Super Mario Bros. Although instead of 98 other players, you're facing against 34 other players.
I mean, that would be a
Makes
lot
sense.
more. Considering that Mario is kind of a more, like, compared to Tetris, kind of a more, like, complex game, that it would make more sense if there were, like, fewer players.
Okay.
Now, the funny thing is that, like, literally every level of Super Mario Bros. Is here, but naturally you do have to find the means to actually get to those levels yourself. And, I mean, yeah, it more or less plays like Super Mario Brothers. I mean, well, more so the Mario Maker variant of Super Mario Brothers. You have a little more mobility than even the original Super Mario Brothers would give you credit for.
Nice.
For what that's
And
worth.
the main goal is to obviously stay alive as long as you can, and also kill a bunch of enemies to amp up your timer, as well as collect a whole bunch of coins to spin this roulette, which will give you certain perks like power-ups and power books.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say it does look. Here we go. Because I was say it does look like what's happening here is that it's not because it's a lot of factors. It's not just who can complete the level faster. It's not just who can stay alive the longest and keep their power ups. It is like right there when you got the 1-up mushroom because you knew it was there. It looks very much like who masters this game enough to know it inside and out.
More or less.
Yeah.
So is it a
Those
fact?
poor Goombas.
And I guess then at that point it's a factor of like either stay alive the longest or make sure your timer doesn't run out before anyone else.
Basically both. Like, so long as you're the last man standing, you're perfectly fine.
Well, already, wow, a lot of people are out of the running immediately.
Now, one thing I will definitely say in favor of Super Mario Bros. 35, this is actually very comparable to, I mean, coincidentally, Magical Tetris Challenge in the fact that the enemies can spew out a lot of garbage in your path. In this case, a whole bunch of Goomba and Koopa corpses that they literally destroyed to send to your playing field.
Yes.
Now, that being said, it may seem like a hindrance, assuming you're not
okay.
fully powered up.
Oh, and I see. Oh, and maybe in this case, looking at that, maybe going to 1-. Oh, I guess I was about to also ask. Since they gave you the option of going to 1-1 as well, is it possible to like? Could that have been a strategy? Like, it would have been better to go back to 1-1 to just get some more power-ups from that, or does this also, or is your score also determined by how far, quote unquote, into the game you got?
It's mostly just a matter of staying alive as long as you can. That's
Okay.
literally about it. Like, going to all the other levels is mostly just a matter of actually planning out your route to make sure you don't immediately get axed off, like by a ghost cheap or a floating blooper.
Right, because now they can send those. Okay.
Also, the kinds of levels you'll be going through after you touch the flagpole can be randomized.
I was going to say, I'm so sorry, I'll let other people talk. I'm really like inquisitive because I haven't played this game yet. Nice.
You're fine.
Is how do you? I noticed like when you first like were setting up this game, you were looking at and seeing like all the other tracks ahead of you. How do you unlock those other like 8 worlds of courses?
Just reach them in a normal playthrough.
Okay.
That's literally all you got to do. And the funny thing is that, say if you do end up unlocking them, you can always go back to them on your own spare time to practice up on them. So, like, in essence, you could literally unlock every single level from the original Super Mario Brothers and just, practice it to your heart's content.
Okay. So yeah, no, this looks really interesting to me, and I'm surprised with how well they pulled this off.
Yep. That being said, though, I think it's probably high time to talk about the biggest stake that this game is currently quote unquote graced us with.
Yeah, sure, let's do
What's
it.
that?
So this is a great game that would be a ton of fun to play maybe a year or two from now, assuming that were possible.
Yeah, this is similar with more damning, I would say, than with Mario 3D All-Stars. Is remember when we told you, Gui, that Mario 3D All-Stars would no longer be available for sale after March 2021?
Same thing with this game.
And the issue is that, unlike Mario 2021, there is no chance of even getting a physical copy to own, nor, like with me, getting a digital download to have saved on your account forever. After March 2021, this game's dying.
Honestly, a part of me,
Bit odd.
Good.
I was about to say, I'm not gonna say you're wrong in thinking that that's weird. Personally speaking, I feel like for a game like this, I don't think it's quite as offensive or disgusting, because I feel like with a game like this, the novelty for this could probably
Stressing me
wear
out.
I was about to say, I feel like as fun as this might be, I feel like its inherent novelty would probably wear off a lot quicker than, say, 3D All-Stars is.
At the same time, though, you could also make that argument towards Tetris 99, yet that game's still going strong.
Jeez.
Well, is there, any other, major
Wow.
Tetris games out there still?
Just looking at that, rip your run if you got hit by a Bowser with no fire flower or even a mushroom to help you.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
can you tell me where
Yes,
you're
Joe.
at? Because the video paused on me.
Oops!
Yep.
Go to 13 minutes and I'll let you know when to play.
13 minutes?
Okay.
Okay.
But I would still say, really solid run.
Alright.
Wow.
I like to think I did well enough. I was hoping I could at least make it to the top 5, but I
Okay,
guess
so
better than
5,
nothing.
4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Thank you.
Welcome to the last bit of this video. So James, your thoughts about this overall with this game, with its controversy and stuff?
I mean, controversy aside, I still think this is a pretty fun little time sink. And especially, honestly, Switch Online needs more stuff like this.
Right.
Like, a lot more stuff like this.
All we got is 2 games, 99 and this is not even going to be long-lasting.
Yeah.
And I guess to some degree there's also Super Kirby Clash, but, who still plays that anymore, am I right?
Well, there's that. Well, isn't the new Kirby Fighter game that's out now, isn't that also like a Switch Online thing?
No, it's not. There is an online mode, but that's actually a game you actually gotta pay for.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Kirby Clash isn't?
Well, that's a free to play game, and it's prime, and for the most part does really highlight the free to play aspects of it. But with that said, that's pretty much a topic for another time. And that right there was Super Mario Brothers 35 for the Nintendo Switch. For those that are interested in playing it, assuming it's this, you're not watching this well after it's been delisted for the eShop, give it a shot.
Yep. Very fun.
It's just so nice.
It might not be my thing though. I'm not a huge competitive player.
That's fair.
Well, for those that are out there, those that are, well, hope you all enjoy yourselves, and yeah, till next time, everybody.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.